We're putting up the wiggle board or roll-up board right here. So this is a 1x4. You could do a 2x4 if you wanted to, but a 1x4 is all you really need. It should last you 10 or so years. And what we've done is we put the U-channel on that goes down the middle of your roll-up board here, and you'll take your 1.5-inch self-tapping screws and you'll put that through the channel into your arch or your rib. That'll ensure that this does not pull away from the 1x4. Over time, the wood will get wet and just essentially it's rotting slowly. And so we've seen that this channel can pull away from the 1x4. So what we've done is put this screw into the hoop in order to avoid that. We also have another screw down here. We do recommend you do this. The plastic pulls up towards the middle top of the structure, and so putting this screw down here will provide the most strength so that it doesn't, that board doesn't turn like this inwards and break. So when you're putting this screw in, what you'll want to do is either get a drill that's a little bigger than the screw, pre-drill it so that the threads on the screw don't catch onto the wood. However, you don't have to do that. If you find the threads are catching onto the wood, I found it simply, I can just drill it through the wood. Once I hit the metal, I'll put the drill in reverse and pull the trigger and push hard inwards. What that does is reams out the wood so that the threads aren't catching the wood anymore. And then I'll put it in. The whole purpose of that is so that the threads don't catch the wood as you're putting it in, because if they catch the wood and you're drilling in, it'll cause this board to bend outwards and it could crack it and break it. We don't want that. You don't want to do any extra work to replace that part. So just ream this out or pre-drill it so that the threads aren't catching on the wood. It's only on the second screw that you have to be aware of that, and then you're good to go in all the way. Another thing I want to mention is that right here on the ends, we tend to leave the ends unconnected until we put the U-channel up and over. The reason for that is we'll cut this U-channel about right here, an inch in from the face, and we'll put the other piece of U-channel up from this point up, and it won't be screwed in from the bottom piece of wood on the pressure treated all the way to this point. And then we'll screw it in right here and right there, actually right there and right there, and then go up and over from there. So having the U-channel run right here creates a very seamless or nice interface between the wiggle wire and U-channel running this way and the U-channel and wiggle wire running this way, up and over the arch on the front and back of your structure.